Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Vols will kick this away and start us off. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense will have the football first here. Here we go. You can feel the juice in this building. What a privilege, Kirk, to be part of this rivalry game.
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today, and it can change everything.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. But he goes down after a short game. That's not enough for the first down. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Got space, looking to score. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tied. He's talking about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. But you could tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Volunteers offense comes out for their first possession today. Got a great matchup today, Kirk, of elite corners. They put these guys on islands, and they believe they can shut down anybody across from them.
If you're going to have a great defense right now in college football, you better be able to cover on the outside, and these two teams happen to have the two of the top corners in the game. How much fun is this going to be to watch these guys today?
Back to pass. It's Ayamaleva. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the Volunteers come to a line in a hurry-up.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Third down coming up after that running play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Sampson. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Ball handed to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The back's got it. Spins away from defenders. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. And the Vols come to the line with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off. It's a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it.
That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
Well, it's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. It's a wide receiver screen.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Well, Cook, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep his drive moving.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 14, set to advance on the football.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The Volunteers will crank up the tempo.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Iamaleava. The pocket breaking down. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
The defense does a good job of being aggressive here and not slowing down their pass rush. They put pressure on him, and instead of him throwing it away, he throws it against his body back into the teeth of the defense. I thought they might come up with a pick.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Vols will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And he'll be brought down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Got him. He's sacked. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to scramble now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So it's first down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. First down here for this offense. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down after that previous play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Mark out of bounds at the 34.
The Vols will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the return man decides to signal fair. Possession. They had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Hands off to the left. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll use the ground game here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gaps.
The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? The 30. Crosses the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Vols. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And the single back takes the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. The shotgun running play call. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Dropping back, it's Ayamaleva, and he lofts it toward the left sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Volunteers will have to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. This guy has been all over the field today. We're talking about an inspired performance.
Well, he's playing with a lot of emotion today. It's a rivalry game. He's flying around, just leaving everything he has out on that field.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the defense brings him down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? That'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 25. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. The pass rush closing in. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Tennessee 14.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll run it from the gun. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Volunteers looking to run some tempo here. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Off target and incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He's brought down. The freshman quarterback showing toughness, standing in to take the hit.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
2nd down after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
It's the free safety who's sneaking up in there. Comes up with a nice sack in the backfield.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's 3rd down and long. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Pressure is coming. Looks like he's going to run it. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This is important, a chance to extend the lead deep here in the 4th quarter. And he knocks that one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
14.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
One away.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. And the Vols will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big...
And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Ayamaleva. Quick throw to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This game is not over yet. Let's see how the offense plays it. They love to choose some clock here, but they can't get too complacent. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Finding space at the 20. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff on a single back formation. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd and long, but you'd expect another one here to try to bleed the clock. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. A pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. Touchdown, Bama. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Oh, my gosh, he completely baits the quarterback here. Quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point up and good. They stretch the lead to 16 here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Alabama 30.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 14 set to kickoff.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking for the wideout. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is on target, caught.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Looking to pass, it's Iamaleava. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. They'll run the option. No, he stopped short on 4th down. The defense making a play that should just about secure this victory. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. On the ground, it's Miller. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And
Touchdown, Alabama. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
you know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Alabama
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Back to pass. It's Ayamaleva. Defense is coming after him. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.